Hey, it's Bill, and you're tuned into the Pennsylvania Rock Show, featuring the best unsigned rock and metal that Pennsylvania has to offer, right here on PARockShow.com, 107.1 FM, St. Louis, Missouri, which is also where MegaRockRadio.net resides. Then on the beaches of San Diego, California, we have RootarooRadio.com, and the Highlands of Scotland, XRPRadio.co.uk. And buildthescene.com/radio. And then there's that oldies station that I still don't know what time they're playing the show. It's overnight. It's oldiesxl.com, I believe, out of Philadelphia. I don't know how we fit in there, but they asked. I said yes. This is the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 632. And with me tonight are Josh and Jessica from God Hates Unicorns.
Hi!
Okay, so first of all, they just sat and stared at the picture of the unicorn and you guys in a pile of humanity on the stage. I feel like you should explain what was going on there.
She was trying to cop a feel.
No. So
what
happened?
There's a picture that I took where it looks like the opposite thing was trying.
That's the thing.
That was right after that. I was trying to return the favor.
The photo. This is not a working thing. Bill took this photo. Thank you so much. That was at Deutschtown, and we had a great show. Marcus's son Dirk was our unicorn, and he was over the top. So it was really super fun. We were like, "Hey, be a unicorn and dance around and get everybody jazzed up." And he body slammed me. And it was the best thing I could have ever asked anybody to do. It was such a beautiful moment, and I'm so happy you caught it on camera.
Yeah, and the second photo you have of it was me trying to catch her.
But that's not what it looks like. I believe that's what you were doing, but that's not what it looks like.
That's what I was doing. I'm a gentleman first.
He's a gentleman first. That was a wild. These are not working microphones.
But that's hilarious.
No. All right. Fine. That was a wild show. I'm so glad you were there to see it. Yeah, I mean, the whole day was a crazy day, and then our set really was so much fun. If you were able to be there in Deutschtown, like, God love you. Thank you for being there, and thank you for experiencing the madness that it was.
That was a very interesting day, just for me trying to get from stage to stage with all my times changing on where I was supposed to be.
Oh yeah, it was a monsoon.
And then poor Bill. Like every 10 minutes, I'm like, we're doing this time.
Oh, I was getting that from multiple bands.
I'm like, no, we're not actually. We're doing this time. And then I'm just like, I
actually ended up taking your photos after a band that I was supposed to take photos of before you.
Leprosy.
Yes. And there may be a picture of Jess with leprosy in a band photo floating around somewhere.
Somewhere in the cyber world, yes.
Like a Porta Johns?
Yes.
Well, yes, same idea. It's one of those 4 pictures of Jess, except they're superimposed on top of Jess.
Yes.
I should have had my camera out last Saturday, Bill, because we went to a beer fest. And I could have got a bunch of Porta John photos of Jess.
Oh no, we did, and we could have, but it was really fun. We went to Barrel and Flow, and it was an amazing event. And it was an event that I was like, I'm gonna put my camera away because
I was gonna say I thought I saw a post where you basically signed off.
Yes, I did.
I'm done for the night.
I am done.
That was like 5 p.m.
It was. But it was fantastic. So if you're interested, follow them. Like it was a great.
I said that I did actually take pictures, so I will post those tomorrow.
No, that is unfortunate. Anyways,
so all kinds of things have gone on since the last time we talked. Deutschtown.
Yes.
and you're up for a few awards. I tried to put links for all of them, but I don't think I got them all. But I put your link tree, so they're all there, sort of.
That's all that counts.
So you're what, up for best album?
Best album, unsigned artist, and rock band.
I think, this is where this gets tough for me because I know so many bands. I can't remember which one, but I voted for one of them as you, but I don't remember which category.
That's the one that I'm super pushing for is the best album, because the other ones, I mean, they all have like competition that I'm like, I really like you and I would super vote for you, but I just can't. But yeah, best album, maybe. I don't know. But Bonnie's great too.
Yeah, but the album is kind of like the recognition, because the rock band is, it's I don't want to say generic, but like there's so many rock bands in Pittsburgh. And then like the unsigned artist, we came in second last year. It'd be great to place again.
We have an award.
We have an award somewhere. We do have the award.
Oh, look, it's right there. Nice.
But the local album is kind of like more of a like, hey, your music is actually pretty awesome. Like, it's more like less of a popularity contest, more of like a recognition of the work we've put into it. And that would be the one that'll be like nicest to win. I'd love them all, and we'll take them all. We're gonna win them all. We are. We're
confidence there.
There's nobody else. There's just nobody else.
There's a lot of other.
They're not important. I mean, we love you, but you're. But the local album, I think, will be the one we like the most, because we put a lot of work in that.
That was a lot.
That was like a year or two of our lives putting work into a release. So that'd be kind of cool to get, even though it was like a year and a half ago. It still counts as the album of the year because of COVID.
Right. And COVID did mess everything in the whole wide world up. But
except us.
Except us.
That's better.
Except us.
Yeah, her.
My next door neighbor just popped in and made a comment. I have no idea what it has to do with our conversation, but he says, "Whoa, better call Saul."
You better call Saul.
And the best part is, I think he's using my Wi-Fi right now.
But that's great. I wish I saw like maybe one season of that. And then I'm just like riding on the train of like better call Saul, but like I don't know anything. So
Jess, you know the picture of you in front of the white brick wall with the vine running up it?
Yes.
That's Dennis's wall.
It's Dennis's wall. Thank you, Dennis.
He probably doesn't know that picture exists.
Well, you're going to find out right now. That is an amazing.
Oh, he says Josh looks like Saul.
Really?
That's what's his face. I'll take it as a compliment.
It is a compliment. It's
He also says he's on my Wi-Fi.
Oh my gosh, I'm so mad at myself.
He's Mr. Nobody.
He's from Mr. Show.
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk. And I really like
I
Bob
will take
Odenkirk.
that. I'm like 20 years younger, but sure.
No.
Okay, 10 years younger?
Probably not. But I super like Bob Odenkirk from Mr. Show. Nope, I don't want to revise any of that. I would like him from Mr. Show. He was on Tim and Eric. He is on.
This is my interview now. She's out.
I think he should leave. And those were all great shows. No, that's a show that he's on that I enjoy.
So Jess, I pretty sure this week I saw you holding 2 different magazines that you're in.
I did. And the most important one was the one from Artistic Platforms, First Angel Media. It is a photo that you'll probably recognize. You were there for it.
I was.
you did
But-
take it. And that article was about you because you are an amazing photographer in the scene, and the whole magazine was about First Angel Media. And hang on.
She's gonna pull
You
it
have
out.
it here.
I was actually hoping she would talk about the other one, but yes, the First Angel.
Oh, the other one's called Cherry.
No, it's not called Cherry. Shut up. So I'm going to talk about this one.
That took a second.
It's been a while, right?
Not for all of us. Anyways, we
Our
have.
High Society. What was it?
Shut up. We have this one. This is so amazing, and there's a really nice.
Centerfold.
Nope. It's not like that. So Bill has a great spread of articles here. And this is Artistic Platforms Magazine, and it's all about First Angel Media. I have this one with me.
Mine is over there on the end table.
I didn't get one.
Well, get one then.
Okay. Got one.
All right.
Hey, now Jess
So
needs
the
one.
other magazine was for Panic Terror Films. Drew Moreland, thank you so much for including us. I don't have that one with me right now, I don't think. Anyways, but this is not the magazine, but
Listen, for those of you that do not usually watch the video, you just listen to the podcast and radio show, make sure you watch the video this week. Because you have to see what she's reacting to.
But that is an independent magazine. They're a film company, Panic Terror Films, and they spotlight a lot of amazing artists and some ones that are bad. And we're in that. So we're
It's
so
like a
thankful.
subgenre of Sherry.
It's not a subgenre of Cherry. We have a write-up about our band, which is very nice and fully clothed.
So she clearly knows what magazine you were talking about.
Yeah.
I do. I used to manage an adult mart, so I know all the
Oh.
magazines.
Yeah, my jokes are on deaf ears.
I'm just like, whatever. I mean, it would be fine, but whatever. No, that was a wild time, but I am glad I experienced the roller coaster. And it's fine if you have those magazines. We're just not in them, to be specific.
And we have
to clarify.
we have like stuff from those times.
That is how we decorate our band room, is with my relics.
What does that say?
Because you can view any video in its entirety in one of the privacy of one of our video preview booths for only $7.
Oh.
And that's nice for you, not the best for me, who is the person that
Cleans it up.
Oh.
Someone gotta do it though.
Okay, subject change. Man, you guys, no. You guys just got done recording an episode of your podcast, correct?
we did.
Yes, we did.
Who were you chatting with?
We were chatting with my buddy Doug. He runs a Space Rock barbecue, a big giant party he does every year. He hasn't done it in a few years because of the pandemic, but we're doing it. We're doing it his party this year in September, and he has a new band called Brain Dead Genius, and we're just talking to him. I was catching up with him, and it was nice. Like, yeah, he's getting back in the role, the swing of things, and
Yeah, it was really cool, and we're really excited to get on that show. Like, if you're willing to do a drive and you're cool with us, send us a DM, because this is going to be the party of the end of the summer.
You pitch a tent. I mean, like a tent, and then you could stay on the property if you're cool with us.
Yes.
All specific.
No, any of the people involved. But you're listening to this, so DM us if you're interested.
Who else have you guys spoken to recently? And wait, before we even go there, I need you to give the name of your podcast, which is like 3 hours long.
Bands and artists we like and support that aren't as good as God Hates Unicorns.
We might shorten it to God.
I feel like that's a Chuck's Beta album title.
Yes. We're gonna think about shortening it.
Maybe like God Hates
Podcast.
Yeah, God Hates
but
Podcast
I
or
feel
something
like,
like that.
but does it lose some of its magic? I don't know.
Yeah, because like the whole point, not the whole point of it, but like
The shtick.
The shtick is that like we're like these schmucks.
Can you guys hear that?
What?
I'm pretty sure Dennis just fired up a chainsaw outside my window. I know he's
appropriate.
I know he's trying to sell it. So my guess is there's somebody over there. I was like, what is that?
It's amazing.
We'll find out when he hops back on.
I wish I had a chainsaw. I don't. I guess I'll just get my microphone.
I have a chainsaw.
No, you don't.
Yeah, well, the point of the podcast initially was like, hey, it's just be some schmucks who are like, hey, we're better than you, or hey, we have that attitude that we're better than you.
Yeah, but now I mean it's very obvious that we're not, and we're not, and we have had some amazing.
Oh, we've had some almost as good as us on there.
More good.
We've had people who are almost as good as us on there. They were very close.
Let's talk about the people
who are almost as good as us.
Mm-hmm.
We had Sierra Sellers.
Certainly.
She's almost as good. We had Alexa Terrestrial. She's close.
We just recently had our friends Hemlock for Socrates.
Yeah, and Fall Off the Earth.
Fall Off the Earth.
They're almost as good. They're getting there.
We had
with more practice, they can get there.
They're already certainly better than us. Bump in the Night Society.
They're not even a freaking band.
Well, they're better.
They're not even. They wanted us to go do things with ghosts.
They didn't.
They did. They were like, "Hey, you know what you should do? You should go seduce some ghosts."
We had.
I'm not doing that.
We had Leprosy on. I'm in their band now.
Yes,
she's in their band.
We have photo proof.
We have photo evidence of that.
So that doesn't count though, because you're in the band, so that makes them almost as good as us.
Well,
yes, Dennis. I heard the chainsaw, but they did not.
Dennis, thank you for the chainsaw. We appreciate your contribution.
Yeah, we had a bunch of bands that were almost as good as us. It's hard. It's very hard to get there.
It's not even bands. We had Jonna.
We had Jonna on.
I haven't watched that one yet. Don't tell her.
But like, she doesn't even play an instrument, so she can't be better.
You don't know that.
I mean,
she sings actually.
Okay.
She is. I just learned something. I think she is a backing track on a Chip in the Charge Up song.
Really? We had Chip in the Charge Up
song. We had them on there too.
I want to say she's on Front Row. She sings back up in that.
Yeah. They're almost as good as us too. They're getting there. They'll be on our level pretty soon.
All these people.
No, we jest, but we love all these bands and artists and ghost hunters.
Yes.
Who try to like trick me into like.
No, nobody's tricking you into anything. Anyways, we've had a lot of great. I mean, I could go on forever about the people that we talked to. We've talked to like 50 people now, and it's so exciting. Like that was one of my favorite things about being in this band and being able to have like this outlet to talk to people, because I've met so many amazing artists and people that, you know, from all different genres, from everything that they're doing. It's like you have the painters, you have the
even Color was good.
Color was great. Oh my god. Anyways, Color, you're great. Anyways.
No, piggyback, yeah. Not to interrupt, but piggyback. It's great meeting new people. It's great, talking shop with people, who are, doing their best to be as good as us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's an amazing ride, and we enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think the problem with shortening in the name is actually like it fits the two of you together.
Mm.
Like, it's hard to. I mean, when I put it on the First Angel website and tried to put it in the menu and it's on two different rows, that annoys me. But I don't know if you can really shorten it.
Yeah, I don't know that we can either. Like
It fits what we're doing.
It does. Unfortunately or fortunately.
Yeah, we pigeonholed ourselves.
Well,
like, now what do we do?
Listen, you're talking to the person who still owns the domain AK Music Scene, which stands for Alikiski, as in the Alikiski Valley that I live in, because that I thought was as far as this was going to go. When back in 2004, I registered AK Music Scene, and now I'm talking to bands in Scandinavia and Portugal and Iran, and I registered Alikiski. So pigeonholing, I'm pretty good at that. Pennsylvania Rock Show, thought I was only going to talk to bands in Pennsylvania. I just told you where I've been. That's why I now have Build the Scene, because you can't put that anywhere specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
But what's nice about bands and artists we like and support that aren't as good as God Hates Unicorns is that it is encompassing everybody. Everyone.
Yeah, we're all inclusive.
Thank you, Dennis.
You guys are not as good as us.
No, that's not true.
Oh, you just said that. You said it's all encompassing, which means everybody.
You're hearing this, Mariah Carey.
Just saying, like, that's what you said.
Let me ask you a question. Let's see how this goes. I want you to create another band in the vein of God Hates Unicorns from the local music scene, but none of the people in GHU can be in the band.
Oh, okay.
We'll go back. Want us to go back and forth and pick members?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm like, yes. Rick Dean.
What's he doing?
He's singing and farting around.
Singing and farting around. Okay, I am going to go Tammy.
What's she doing?
Guitar.
Nice. I'm gonna do.
Wait, Tammy from.
Formerly Murder for Girls, yeah.
Okay.
Matt Ferranti is gonna do drums because he can do anything.
Oh.
Every time I turn around, he's playing drums for somebody different.
I know. It's just like you might as well have Matt Ferranti because he's going to do anything.
This weekend, I think he played for 13 Saints, Dirty Charms.
Did he?
Yes. I'm almost positive.
I'm trying to figure out a bass player here.
Okay. Because you can't pick Matt.
I
He's
can't
the
pick
best
Matt.
bass player in the whole wide world, Matt.
I'm gonna pick Bala
Nice.
from Understatement.
Okay.
Because I think he has the right attitude and fun-loving spirit to be in God Hates Unicorns.
He does have a fun-loving spirit.
And he's cute as a button.
He is cute as a button. We think you're normal. Who else is going to be in there?
We're gonna pick you.
No, you can't.
No, pick your replacement.
Oh, okay.
You
My
pick
replacement.
me. Rick is me.
Oh, okay.
And Marcus. Apparently,
Okay.
he's as good as both of us.
Hang on, this.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about this.
I'll pick.
I've been thinking about her replacement for a while.
Anyways, I'll pick Caitlin Bliss from.
That's a good.
From Anxiety at Best,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
I was thinking about Everett too for bass.
Yeah, Everett could be on bass.
He just announced that he's going to be done in November.
I know.
What?
But I mean, what?
What's happened?
Well, he wants to be done, but like honestly, I feel that way almost every other hour. Like you just, I respect everybody who does what they need to do for their mental health. And mine is not the best, obviously, if you know me a little bit. But, you know, I respect you. We love you, Everett. But don't, see how you feel then, too. Nothing's permanent, nothing is in stone. And everything is hard. Everything is so hard all the time. And I just want
Unless you
you to
drink
be
too much.
happy. No, it makes it harder.
So William Harbiden, you guys familiar with him?
No.
Ah.
William Harbiden?
Well, yep. It just popped up. He says, "Hola." He is an OG Pennsylvania Rock Show guest. Back in probably 2004. Yeah, 2004. Like, so the very first year, he was in a band called Fountain Infinity.
Oh shit!
Yeah. They call at one point his Facebook name was Just in Time, TYME.
Yes, we played a show with them with my previous band, Debutante, at Diesel, and we got in trouble for lighting fires.
He's currently in the band Ghostlight Labyrinth.
Okay,
I've heard of that.
what was the previous band, William? I'm trying to remember.
Oh,
That's go to you.
Human.
No, William Harbiden.
Oh, William. Okay.
He was in Human something. I can't remember.
Centipede.
No, definitely
Oh,
not.
he was in Human Centipede.
He was in Human
3.
Centipede.
And that one was weird.
Yeah, it wasn't as erotic as the second one.
It had its own appeal.
It did.
Thank you, William Harbiden, for being in Human Centipede.
It had a niche market. And gone. No, I played a show with his previous band as well, as in God Hates Unicorns.
I'm trying to think. It was Fountain Infinity, and then he was in. Man, they left and they went to California, and that's when they were the band with Human in the name. I can't remember what it was.
It was Centipede. We already discussed this.
He came back. Oh, here we go. Human Animation Lab. The Art of Burning Bridges.
Art of Burning Bridges is what I played the show with. Yes.
There he helped us out.
Burning Bridges. The Burning Centipedes.
So yeah, when I say OG, I met him at this I was gonna say the Zippo Hot Tour, but I don't think it was that. It was Emergenza Festival at the 31st Street Pub. And it was either 2004 or 2005. So, and recently he showed up on my porch one day. He was delivering at the clinic across the street, and I heard a knock on my door. I'm like, "What are you doing here?" But anyway, what's up, William?
Hi.
So, having seen you guys a few times recently, the two of you are very interactive on stage with each other. Has it always been that way, or did it just click one day?
It's kind of been always that way. As soon as me and Jess got together, we started we hit it off right away.
Yeah, he's always been mean to me.
I've not always been mean to you.
No, he's always been mean to me.
She brought a whole bunch of wrestling mats to my house one day.
No, he brought them from work.
Oh no!
I didn't bring those.
This is my story. Can I tell my story?
You can tell your story, and then I'll tell.
Let everyone know my truth.
That's not. You can't say it's your truth when it's not the truth.
Let everyone know my truth. She brought a bunch of mattresses and foam padding and stuff to my house one day.
No.
And she was like, "Let's wrestle in the basement." And I thought that was kind of weird. No, I was like, "That's kind of a weird thing to do, right?"
Any of that.
And then I was like, "But for the art, I did it." I was like, "This is for the art. I will oblige. I think it might be fun. A different element."
May I tell my truth?
You can tell your truth now.
Okay. So, as soon as I started, he was always mean to me. In fact, we would have people commenting from like other countries about how mean he was to me. He was so mean to me. And
who is coming from other countries?
Unsigned Showcase. Unsigned
On a
Showcase.
music video.
Oh, then that is because you were mean.
That's a music video. It's not like we're talking. Like, why is he so mean to you?
People say that anyways. But
Like,
so
go ahead with your truth.
the actual truth is, we were thinking about different things because we had the Not Your Day song, which is a song about a man who is like trying to drug and overcome a woman, but the woman is victorious and kicks his butt. And that is the reason we started thinking about like, oh, we should have like a full-on fight for that, because it's like, yes, you win, and we could fight it out.
And she could beat me up on stage.
And I could,
Josh,
I have seen her step on you, so
I am the victim here.
No,
so whatever,
so
everyone knows, I am the victim here.
He was the one that started it. But
she brought the stuff over to my house. Like,
he brought those items.
He was like,
work.
she's like, I'm bringing wrestling master to your house.
And
I'm kicking your ass in your own basement.
I did not do that.
Oh, and
he got those on his own accord.
It's demoralizing.
From his work, and said that we were doing that, and I thought it was unusual, but I really wanted to make it in this band.
That's not all I remember English.
Well, that's your own personal.
I'm misremembering all of this because I remember like
you need to go
talk to somebody. I'm gonna kick your butt in your own basement.
Never did that. Never happened.
It happened. I had the course.
I'm going to make one more statement, and then we're going to take a break. We're going to listen to Capital I by God Hates Unicorns. But the statement is, recently Bria went and did a photo shoot with me that Josh and Jessica were at. And do you know why she wanted to go to that?
Why?
Because she saw the Deutschtown videos and wanted to know who had the tutu on.
Oh,
that was me.
No, it wasn't you this time. He does have his own tutu, but Bria's awesome. And actually, I feel weird saying this, but like, she's my personal assistant now. And unfortunately, she will no longer be assisting you because my rates are so much higher times 2. And she did agree.
See what I mean? Awesome. See what I mean? Her own truths and how she.
It is a truth.
Oh no! This conversation happened, and I was forwarding the messages to Bria, and she said yes. Although, and for the record, she does know that 2 times 0 is still 0.
I didn't want to explain that in my offer, but I'm glad that she's aware.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take a moment. We're going to listen to Capital I, and we will be right back.
All right.
And for those of you that are watching live, you don't get to hear that song right now because both Facebook and YouTube would smack my hand, and I don't feel like having a red hand. That's probably the best way I've ever described that. Facebook will mute me, and YouTube will put a copyright infringement tag on my video.
Even though we said okay.
Yes. I did a Borstal Boys video with Rocky in the video saying, hey, play my video. And YouTube tagged it as a copyright violation, and Facebook muted it.
So just imagine.
Yeah.
What if we just sing it? What if we just do it?
Again, you have to turn the video on. So we're back. That was God Hates Unicorns. I'm keeping that. God Hates Unicorns, capital I.
Acapella version.
So what do you guys have coming up besides winning all those best of awards?
Goodness. We have a cool show we are doing with the Doug we just talked to, but we have some other stuff coming up as well.
Yeah, we have Rocktoberfest.
For Oktoberfest, I'm so excited. That is going to
Speaking of,
be.
Bria and possibly Emmeline are going to go to that with me.
We are going to be camping out there. We are going to. Well, I'm just planning on like volunteering my human body in whatever way it needs to be done. Like I'm just so excited to be a part of that event, and I'm so excited
To whom?
to anyone who needs it.
All right.
Specifically, no, I was like meaning like summer.
I was confused by that statement.
Nope. I meant like I will do merch.
I'm doing the same, but the exact opposite.
I don't know what that means.
I'm volunteering my human body to anyone else not with merch.
Not with merch. Okay. So we're so excited for that opportunity. That's our first event with the Rock for Life show, and that's obviously huge. We love Summer and Matt. Can't wait to have them on our show soon. And that's going to be an incredible event. And then we have another really amazing event for Some Die Nameless on the 22nd, which is the half covered Halloween.
And who are you guys half covering?
Primus, which will be insanely fun.
It will be.
Like, people are like, "You're doing Primus? That's a big task." We're like, "No, we'll be fine.
We're fine."
Matt's good.
Matt's good, and somehow I'm able to be less enough.
She's Jess Claypool.
Jess Claypool.
Are you dressing the part?
Yes.
Yes, we're all gonna. I still need to figure out what I'm wearing, but everybody else mostly has their outfits.
Yeah, well, I don't yet, but I have what I want to wear.
We got to get it together.
Yes, and then we have we'll have a single out in October too. I'm not sure what day yet. If you want to pick a day,
what we do on our podcast,
October.
We do on our podcast is that we force the person that we're talking to release the thing on the day we say. And
it happened once.
God loves Skies of Terra. They did it.
It might happen twice. The Fall Off the Earth.
Fall Off the Earth. I still have it in my calendar. It's the 28th of this month. Fall Off the Earth. You better release something.
If you want to pick a date, late October.
Wait, is that the Doug?
No.
Different Doug.
That's your Doug.
Yes, Doug, we will be a great promise.
That's your Doug. That's the Doug we just talked to.
That's my dog.
That's our Doug now. Thank you, Doug.
We love you, Doug.
We're going to be at your house.
And I'm going to sleep with you. But yeah, if you want to pick a date in late October, Bill.
We'll make it
this is tough. So like I have 3 October dates that are really easy for me to remember. Okay. So Kelly and I got married on October 20th. My brother's birthday is October 21st, and Kelly's birthday is October 23rd.
Oh my gosh.
So when Kelly said, "What do you think October 20th?" I said, "That's perfect. I can't forget that day." And because they're all right there, I can't forget any of them.
All right.
Well, the 20th is, I think, you're one you kind of go to.
No.
So we're gonna try to like have that ready for that.
For which one?
Brain Dead Planet, not Brain Dead Genius.
Don't go to the wrong place. Which date did you say? October what?
20th.
October 20th.
20th?
That is going to be our release date.
So let's see. That's 2001. This will be 2022. So that'll be our 21st wedding anniversary.
That's awesome.
But I'm not old.
No, none of us are. None of us are. I just graduated high school probably 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why didn't y'all get me a present for my graduation? But yeah, we're
I
not.
thought for sure Josh was going to say something there. He looked up, looked at
He
the
wants
sky.
to,
I'm trying to be nice, like usual.
not like usual.
As usual. I'm sorry, as usual.
Mm-mm.
I'm always polite. Anyone who's watched our shows knows that I don't hit first.
Physically,
I get attacked
no.
violently on stage
That on
by
stage, perhaps,
by
but
somebody who has no
you-
regard for my well-being whatsoever.
You, as a person, with your mouth that you have on you, that is not the case. Anyway,
You saying words hurt?
they do. They do.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to have words hurt.
Well, thank you. I accept that apology. My favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip.
That hint was not for me, Josh. That was 100% going to you.
You should get that for me.
What?
My ice cream that I like.
I didn't get you nothing.
Oh, see, he's not nice.
I have ice cream in the fridge.
What is it?
It's not mint chocolate chip.
No, then he doesn't like it.
It's white chocolate, which is good.
I don't think it is. I think it's probably vanilla.
No, it's white chocolate.
Really?
It's one of those triple chocolate cones
Oh.
with like the milk, white, and then dark.
I feel like that's a lie.
Mom's a lie.
She is. She's not very nice. Anyways.
We have rainbow sherbet in our freezer.
Ooh. What's your address?
It's very fair.
What's your address? That's
It
okay.
is.
She's driving.
I'm not.
A little bit.
Mm-mm.
So to give you an idea, when I took photos of you, it was a 50-minute drive
That's
to
crazy.
Deutschtown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're dedicated to some crappy bands like us. You're like, hey.
The other ones were better.
I mean, I'm sure. No, they were because they were on our podcast.
Were they all on? Let's see. You ready?
Most of them were.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So we had Skylight.
Of course.
She was in her band.
I know.
Skylight, we love you.
Then I'm
Sachem
going to
Arunda.
say his name wrong. Sachem. Sachem.
Sachem.
We had him on.
Of course.
Then
And actually, wait, before, no, you can't see anything. But his fiance drew our coloring book.
Yes.
And I don't know if you've seen our coloring book, but it is a masterpiece. It is
We have
amazing.
limited supply, so get in our Facebook DMs if you want one. We'll get you one.
Yes, it is. It is an
They're
heirloom.
very, very. It's for all ages.
It's not. In fact, like the people that I work with,
It's not.
it's not. It's not.
not.
And I would say, like, hey, I will send you this coloring book. Don't have your kids color it. And then they'd send me pictures of their kids coloring it. I'm like, no, that was the opposite of what we wanted. We didn't want the kids.
I mean, to be fair, they kept the glory hole clear.
We did.
it is the title of your album.
It is.
Yes. That wasn't a cuss.
It wasn't, and we're all trying our best here. But we did. Jenny is her name. Jenny Kammermer. And she gave us options for the glory hole photo, and she gave us one with it empty and one with it full, and it was a horse situation.
Okay, then.
And we did choose the one.
I picked the empty one.
Everybody unanimously picked the empty one. I did as well. I was like, Jenny, I'm so proud of you.
The best part is she knows that you're shaking your head no, and she wasn't even looking at you.
She does. And I mean, she is a singer in the church, and she did that for us.
Yeah.
So that is like
she
a
is,
very big deal.
We're not the normal.
We're not her normal clientele.
We're not
She
her
works
normal
with, like,
creatures.
Normal.
Hey, so far we're 2 for 2, right?
Yes.
2 for 2. Yeah. I think I'm gonna Rover.
Rover.
See. Yeah, it's Rover. On Facebook, it's Rover the Band, if you want to look them up.
Yes.
Remember the band?
Okay.
Rover the Band. And then, let's see. So that was 4 o'clock.
Oh yes,
5
we're
o'clock.
talking about the Witch Town.
Let me think. Who did 5 o'clock? I don't remember who 5 o'clock was. Oh, I skipped Murder for Girls, but they ended up being later.
Yeah.
So it was Murder for Girls was 3, then was Rover at 4, then I had 5 off, and then 6 was supposed to be You.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't.
7 was Leprosy.
We had them on.
Yep.
And then I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but I guarantee that this last band I'm going to say you have never had on. They're called J. Roger Davis and Black Forest Ham.
We just had them on yesterday.
We didn't have them on. But
I think they've only played like 4 shows, and I've taken pictures of 2 of them.
You say J. Forrest Ham and what?
J. Roger Davis and Black Forest Ham. But
That
Black
sounds
is
amazing.
BLK.
All right, we're going to have to.
We're gonna have
them.
them
That's
on,
a
yeah.
great.
That's a great
name.
Yeah. And I kind of want a lunch meat sandwich.
He doesn't eat meat.
Really?
No.
No, I'm a vegetarian, but I'd still eat like fake lunch meat for them.
We ate fake lunch meat for the Chipped Man music video.
Yeah, the Chip Man music video where we're eating fake lunch meat.
Fun fact.
Yeah, if you didn't know, now you know.
What
Knowing is half the battle.
what is fake lunch meat made out of?
Soy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some of it's bad, some of it's not so bad.
None of it's great.
None of it's great, but if you like, the Fergie stuff has gotten better.
Tofurkey has gotten better. There's a lot of better options. Like, because I am not like, I like to try to limit my intake of flesh unless it's like, from
A live person.
a live virgin. But
I said person, you said virgin. I don't know.
I'm talking about my preferences.
I'm just saying.
Anyways, but I like to get like the meatless sausages and the meatless nuggets and stuff because it just like it kind of sicks me out thinking about like especially chicken nuggets. I'm like, it makes me.
Yeah, and some of the chicken nuggets are so easy to like mimic.
Yeah, and they are like the same.
Yeah, like the buffalo nuggets from Morningstar are delicious.
Yes.
Or like, and the burgers are like that's what like our bass player is what do you call it? Lactose intolerant.
What do you call it?
Well,
that has nothing to do with meat.
Well, no, it does not. But like, the fact is like he can't eat cheese and stuff, and like I'm like, well, yeah, like when I became a vegetarian like 20 years ago, the meatless options were so terrible. Like all you had was like Boca and Garden Burger, and now you have like Impossible and all this, and like so now he's going like a few years from now that the vegan cheeses will be like.
Already, the vegan cheeses are in the cheese section.
Yeah,
like
they're already better with the cashew cheeses and the liquid stuff and like some of those stuff.
What I used to be a vegan back in the day, and I couldn't because it was just so nasty.
Yeah, but now like it's like snowballing like something decent.
Yes.
If you're looking for like fake cheeses,
if you're in the market for fake cheeses,
we got you covered.
I
eat everything that's bad for me. In case you couldn't tell.
But I am the thing is, you know what I want to be, Bill? I want to be a freegan. I want to like when I buy an item, it's the good for you item or the thing, but I will eat everything that anyone gives me or anything that I find organically. It's just like and that was the reason I stopped being a vegetarian is because I was so hungry because I was very poor. And then I was like at work functions and they're like, oh, we have these ham sandwiches. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to die. But I think that that's the way to go. It's just like when you buy your groceries, you buy a couple of things, but then just take everybody else's stuff. and then you're good. Then you can do whatever you want. And that's the freegan life.
Freaking life.
Freegan. Whatever you can get for free, you just eat. And then when you buy a couple stuff, try to buy nice stuff.
I'm gonna have you tell you a story real quick.
What's the story?
On one of our last podcasts.
Oh, go ahead.
This is a great story, Bill. Everyone's gonna love it.
I have to relive this story.
I think, is he telling it or are you?
I'm telling it because he's going to go pee in the stationary tub again.
Oh, that story.
So Brian Sykes, who is our friend. Hi, Brian.
And start the beat.
Start the beat.
Start the beat.
You gotta start it. Sometimes he has to stop it, you know. Sometimes he's starting it, sometimes he's stopping it. Just depends on how he's feeling, and that's okay. Anyways, so before we were Soup's friends, we were on the podcast remotely, and before I was Soup's friends with Josh, I didn't really know him all that well. We're sitting in my basement, and the way that it works is that you can't really get around people. So it's a 1 hour podcast. So start the beat, talking to Brian, having a good time. Can't make it an hour. He's got to pee. To the point where he's telling me, he's like, I'm not going to make it. I'm like, all right. Can't get around me. Go in the stationary tub next to us. So he does. And he does. And he does. And he does. For like a minute and 40 seconds, he does.
That's
this
a
loud
lot of urine.
loud. And I'm sitting there on this podcast, which I don't know Brian at the time, and I'm like, it is.
Could it be heard on the podcast?
I don't think you can actually hear it. It was so just a hair, but it was so loud to me, and I'm like, this man is just the loudest peeing next to me while I'm trying to be on this podcast that I'm excited to be on, and it's like never ending.
Did you tell him how you gave me beers all day?
You brought beers over and drank them.
And then you gave them to me.
No, you brought them and had them.
You see what I'm dealing with here, Bill? Like, this is like deflecting. Always.
So what's going on here? Those of you that have not seen God Hates Unicorns live, if you're watching the video or even listening, you're really witnessing what happens on stage during their songs.
Him being mean to me.
Him
being mean to me.
Today I said on the podcast, I remember saying we lucked out during the pandemic when we got you. You know, you're a great addition. All
Thank
these
you.
things.
Well, you didn't say this on this podcast.
No, I think I did.
Well, now you did.
Well, I implied it. And then how, like, you know, you used to bring over stuff to fight with me and this. And that.
I didn't do that.
And
so
I don't know. There's evidence earlier in this show where he said it did happen.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. He brought it from work. He brought it from his own work and said we were going to wrestle. And I'm like, I guess we are.
Okay, we want to wrestle?
Check, please.
It's a little late for that.
Oh, man.
No, we're all in good fun. And, you know, I mean, I am. I don't know what's up her alley, but we'll find out.
Yeah, well.
I'm not sure what that last word is.
Me necessity. Would you like to answer that, Joshua?
I would not. I'll let you handle that one.
He always
says
that.
I'm inclusive. I'm trying to be like, you know.
You can't say anything without him being like, oh, oh my God. Yes, Doug. Thank you for that great question, and your answer is yes.
Maybe we should tell him what the question was. He said, does Josh regularly claim to be God?
Yes. Always.
It's not a claim if it's true.
No, it is not true.
Prove it.
Josh, Do you hate unicorns?
Yes.
Proved it.
I mean,
Done it.
I'm just saying, like, there's a whole.
Well, that's all the proof we need, folks.
Yeah, we found Carmen San Diego.
Oh man, I used to be so into Carmen San Diego.
I
Oh,
still am.
you are?
She was super. Because you can only like see half her face.
Do you remember that? Rockapella?
I don't think anyone heard anyone just did.
Everybody made it. And they all liked it because where in the world is
Oh, yeah, that
San
part.
Diego? And that was like so rad. Like that was the show back in the day.
Oh, it definitely was. And it was way better than Where's Waldo.
I don't think Where's Waldo was a show.
No, but like as far as like that concept.
He did well. I mean, no, I was gonna say they dressed similarly, but he had on stripes.
No, not at all.
No.
No, I'm saying Carmen San Diego is better
Inspector
than Waldo.
Gadget and Carmen San Diego kind of dressed the same.
Carmen and Waldo were not on the same playing fields at all.
Sure
Carmen
they were. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego and where's Waldo? You're looking for two people.
Carmen was a whole lot more like Wishbone.
Yeah, but you're still looking for them.
You remember Wishbone?
I don't.
The dog? What story, Wishbone?
Was that from the 60s?
No, shut up. Anyways. Everybody who's watching knows what Wishbone is. So.
Yeah, if you're like 43 or older, you might know what Wishbone is.
Everybody Wishbone is. It's a dog, and they would go through like different literatures, and then Wishbone was like this little terrier that would act it out. Anyways, everybody knows that.
Josh, I'm going to be 46. I don't know who Wishbone is.
Okay, then we're up a weird alley then.
Like, I mean, it's we're in the middle of August. I'll be 46 in November.
Happy birthday.
That's definitely thank you. That's definitely older than 40. What'd you say? 43.
She's not 43. She's like in the late 20s.
Yeah.
So she's aged like 10 years during the hour that she's been sitting next to you. Because earlier she said she just graduated high school.
Well, I just wasn't very smart.
That's not true. She's very smart.
I am very
See how nice I am?
Very nice. Anyway.
I'm just proving my worth. That's less about you and more about me, like being nice to you.
You're really nice, and you're a god. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of that. Anyways, Carmen San Diego was awesome.
Yeah, she really was.
That's it.
Do you realize we're an hour in and I've only asked one question?
That is horrifying. Ask another question.
I mean, the show when I put it out is an hour long. I've asked one question and we've played no music.
No, you did. You did play
She danced.
Okay, I asked a couple with more than one.
Capital I. Acapella.
That was great.
Which is similar to Carmen San Diego because they have the acapella band Rockapella that does the intro. So it's bringing it together. Anyways, what would you like to know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
We're an open book, Bill. You know that.
So what band can you not have on your podcast because they are better than you?
Oh. Shit.
Well,
we don't have. How long do we have? I mean, this is gonna take a few
first
hours.
of all, let's just go through the bands we've already had. Sierra Sellers, Lexaterrestrial. Like all the bands that we listed prior are the bands we can't have on our podcast. And that's just, but the thing is, they're good sports, and they have to understand that that's the name, and they can't change the name.
Are we going from Pittsburgh or just in general?
We can't have Paul McCartney on the podcast.
We're better than fucking. We're better than Wings.
Oh, that's the one word I said not to say.
I'm sorry. She said Paul McCartney. I'm sorry.
Listen. If you can get Paul McCartney on your show, he's friends with Dave Grohl, who I've been trying to get on my show. So when he's on your show,
he's literally Dave Grohl.
I'm not Dave Grohl.
People think he's Dave Grohl.
Does kind of look like Dave Grohl, but
so mean.
It's not mean. He's a good-looking guy.
Dave Hipshin from Neon Witch Parade.
I love Dave.
He looks more like Dave Grohl than you do.
In some pictures. I've seen pictures of him looking more Dave Grohl. I've seen some pictures of other Dave looking more Dave Grohl. I'm just saying, pictures.
Dave Grohl.
Both of them have been looking Dave Grohl in their own ways.
Okay. Well, Pittsburgh bands that are better than us.
Lots of them. How much time do we have?
Well, I mean, we're already a minute over the hour show.
Well, we're gonna be like 3 hours before I figure out one.
Well, obviously,
kidding. Everyone's wonderful.
No,
everyone's wonderful.
Everybody who, well, first of all, Borstal Boys.
Who?
Borstal
Kidding.
Boys.
I'm kidding.
Shut up.
I'm kidding.
Shut up. Dave Bizard, he knows that I'm his number one fan. And Matt Ferranti and Rocky Lamont and everybody. I mean, they're great. Matt has 1,000 bands, and they're all super, super, super duper good. Common.
Wait, Borstal Boys, have you had any of Mark's cookies?
I have.
I have not.
I have had a lot of Mark's cookies, and
I've had half of one.
You've only had half of one. I've had so many Mark cookies.
So he brought me a 2-pack at a show because there were a bunch of people. He gave me 2, but I have 3 kids.
That's a problem.
So I broke them in half, and I offered to give my wife the 4th piece, but she didn't want it, so I ate it.
Wasn't it like a dream come true? Mark Ponce. Oh my God, your cookies.
Now Josh feels left out.
You'll never get a cookie.
I'm never getting a cookie. No one likes me.
Mark has always been awesome. By the way, he specifically has been so nice to me and everything I've done, and I really appreciate him. And he's given me cookies, and he hasn't given Josh cookies, and Josh just means me, and I really like everything about that. But
I think we established this.
I want to talk about real quick. Common Crown, Jennifer Craven is the coolest. This one time, first of all, she's just amazing. But
I showed you that picture I took, right?
Her hair.
No, not even that one. Hold on.
I saw a couple.
Let me see if
I want to tell you what she did for me.
Yeah, you do that while I get this pulled up.
So I posted this picture of me as a 14-year-old hugging a pool noodle of a pool noodle, and the drummer from Korn was taped to the pool noodle like a
Fieldy.
Not Fieldy, the David, yeah. Sylvia, and I didn't know that at the time. I was 14, so I had the magazine thing taped to the pool noodle, and I posted me hugging the pool noodle at 14.
It was adorable.
And she knew him. And now, yes, because they are in a friend band. And now I have a picture of Dave Silveira looking at me hugging the pool noodle at 14 with a picture of him on it. And I will never be able to thank her enough for that, because that was an incredible moment in my life. It was like life went full circle.
Common corn.
No, not a common corn. I do love corn. I love corn. Did you send it to me,
What?
Bill?
No, I'm going to put it up on this screen. You ready?
Okay. Yes. Oh, the one where she looks like she's going to kill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
I was watching Doug Carnahan, After the Falls singer. Hold on a second.
I do remember that.
He was playing about a block from here, and Jen and Steve showed up, and I pulled that picture up on my phone and I showed it to Steve, and I said, "I'm not sure that you're the Craven I'm the most afraid of anymore."
You showed me all the pictures from that night, and I'm like, no, absolutely. Jen is going to kill all of you. Everybody in the room is going to die, and in the coolest way possible. Oh my God, she's so cool. And that was like the coolest thing that she did. Like, it was just like, I was dying. I couldn't even believe it. Like, it was like this embarrassing middle school moment. And then it came to life. He acknowledged that I had the pool noodle. And I'll never be able to thank you enough for that. Thank you. I can't wait to see you at Rocktoberfest.
So I need to put Dave Grohl on the pool noodle to get someone to get a look on my
Yes.
channel.
Yes.
I don't know that it would quite go the same way. I jokingly say that he's going to get a restraining order against me. I think that might happen.
Well, you can get the restraining order.
What?
You can be it's so funny because didn't somebody actually think you were Dave Grohl?
Yeah. I did Jason Momoa one time. It was terrible. It's not.
No, but somebody really at our block party once was like, wasn't that the drummer for Nirvana? I was like, no, this is a different person. But anyways, I hope you do get a restraining order because that's how you know they noticed.
Yeah, that's how you know they love you.
That's Sheldon on Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
Putting I got his autograph on this restraining order.
That's how you get the autograph. And I am not above that.
No.
Now, see, the idea is I want to talk to Dave Grohl about when he was in bands that weren't well known worldwide. And, I feel like he would be fun to talk about that with, but he never responds.
I'm going to message him right now.
I emailed his management one time. They didn't even respond and say no. They just ignored it.
We got a response from Mike Patton's label, so you never know.
We really did, which is weird.
Now, I have talked to Cordell Crockett from Ugly Kid Joe.
Oh, okay.
And I've talked to John Bechtel, who's currently the touring keyboardist of Ministry.
Oh, that's cool.
And Dave Hillis, who records at the Vault, who did a bunch of work on did you know that name?
I knew the Vault.
Yeah.
I was there.
Dave Hillis has credits with on 10 by Pearl Jam, to mention one that everyone will recognize.
I do recognize that. That's very nice.
But he was in Seattle when all the grunge stuff was hitting, and he was working in a studio, so you can find his name on a lot of that.
That's awesome.
He's a fun interview, and he looks like a wizard, so you guys should interview him.
We should interview him.
I'm with it.
I'm with it. We will listen. Anyone watching or listening, we will interview you. If you are as interesting as a wizard and or look like a wizard or a warlock.
That's a good point.
That's it. That's our criteria.
Yeah, no more, no less.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
We're gonna get Dave Grohl.
I'm gonna
message him. I'm gonna be like, "What's your deal? Why are you not responding to my friend?"
I'm gonna beat him with a pool noodle.
We need you looking like Dave Grohl with a Dave Grohl on the pool noodle.
Yeah, beating him with it.
No.
Look,
The
he
picture.
looks like a wizard.
He does look like a wizard.
He is a wizard.
Well, then he has the criteria to be on our podcast.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I hope you join. Hi. So anyways, I know we're over time, but I'm going to be messaging Dave Grohl this evening. And
I'll do Pat Smear.
I would talk to him too.
I'll email Pat Smear.
I feel like we could get some cool dudes.
I
All
mean,
we need is you in a bathing suit and a pool noodle.
I'm with that.
All right. That
All right.
because I was
Yeah.
also in a bathing suit.
Yeah, either you're gonna get Dave Grohl and Pat Smear, or you're gonna get me in a bathing suit with a pool noodle.
Either way, that's a
One
win.
of those two things are gonna happen.
That's a win.
I mean,
Bill, you're awesome. Thank you for having us and tolerating us.
no, this is fun. I just don't. Okay. I have to figure out how I'm going to get it down and put music in. There was years ago, John Lane from the Hellfire Club came on and we talked, and I couldn't figure out what to cut. So I just cut it in half and pushed everybody's show back a week and did a double show.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, John? We're just going to do 2 weeks of you.
It's a good choice. It can be his cut of the whole bad word and my cuts of the whole like
that word.
I am starting to show and then I don't.
You said it.
You said restrained.
It. No, you said it. You said it as much as I did.
No.
Yep.
I didn't say it the force you did.
You did. You said Paul McCartney.
I did say Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney's a good artist.
What you listen to reaction from certain people.
I like Paul McCartney and I like the Beatles.
Do you know me at all?
Whatever. Anyways, the Beatles are great and Paul McCartney's
I'm
great.
not saying that. I'm just saying that you knew the reaction you were going to get.
I didn't mean to.
But you got it.
Anyways, Paul McCartney's good. I don't care what name.
Sure, Wings is amazing.
It's not bad.
I mean, Silly Love Songs is probably the best song ever.
It's not a good song. Shut up. Anyways. It's not. That's not a good song. I'm sorry, Paul. I'll still talk to you on our podcast, but that's not a good song.
Remember Walk Hard from when he's like, wrong kid died.
No, it's not. Wrong kid died.
Wrong Beatle died.
No.
It depends on who you talk to, because there is
a hot take.
There is a conspiracy theory that Paul died and was replaced.
I know, and he wasn't, and he's just trying to say John. But John,
how terrible is that? Is like John and George are dead, and Ringo and Paul.
John was not nice.
Running around here making terrible music. Like it's just
John didn't make much better music.
No, Yoko and that was terrible.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. John didn't make better music. Paul.
What he
so
died.
So I got to get Doug on the show.
Okay.
It is so easy to mix this. They're getting ready to talk, cut the music, keep it safe, and save on beep fees.
Beep fees.
We love you, Doug.
We're gonna be at your house. So
we're gonna be at your house soon.
Just be ready to tolerate us.
Don't play any Wings.
Or don't play any John and Yoko.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you're gonna play Beatles, play the poppy stuff.
I wanna hold your hand.
Yeah, play anything before Sgt. Pepper.
I like Sgt. Pepper.
Sure, but play anything before that.
I like Sgt. Pepper.
Sure,
it's great.
That's fine.
Listen,
before
anyone who's listened to the show knows that I am not a fan of the Beatles.
Oh,
and
me too.
Not like I like some of their songs, but I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm not. I understand without them we wouldn't be where we are today.
Sure,
but if they come on the radio, that I'm probably going to change it.
So, are you going to not interview them?
Oh, I would interview him.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
All right, John Lennon on next week.
We got to get Bumping the Night
John
Society
Lennon.
back for round 2 to get John Lennon.
And then we'll.
No!
So Doug has really been paying attention.
Well, poor Doug thought that this interview was his interview because we did it right before. Doug, you're an awesome man. Thank you for sticking around.
And then we're gonna have the Bumpin' Night Society resurrect John Lennon, and then interview him, and then seduce him.
That's the only thing we can do. That is simply what's happening, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it.
You got to talk into the thing that doesn't work.
What thing?
The computer.
No, I know it doesn't work. But Bumpin' the Night Society can get us John Lennon and George.
Yeah, and the Living World can keep Paul and Ringo.
Yeah. So thank you for that. And we'll interview you all soon.
All right, so here's how we're gonna go off with this. If you have never seen the video where Dave Grohl talks about Taylor Swift saving him at Paul McCartney's house, you need to look that up on Google.
I will look it up.
And if you guys hang out, we'll
I'll
talk more. But I'm going to say that you're going to hear some more of the best unsigned rock and metal that Pennsylvania has to offer, just in case that's really going to happen. But I'm not sure if I'm going to play anything after the second part of the interview. We'll have to see. So I'll be as surprised as you. This has been episode number 632. With me tonight has been Josh and Jessica from God Hates Unicorns. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, Bill.
much. Bill, you're
And
awesome.
Make sure you check us out each and every Friday. And check out 3 Questions and a Song on the 1st and 15th of each month. And Friendly Fire happens once a month and happens to be this Saturday, except it's just going to be me versus Tiz. No Cat, no Jonna. It should be interesting.
Oh, no.
And with that said, we will see you next week.